Doom Eternal, the most anticipated game of 2020, in my opinion. Today, I would like to address some bad reviews and complaints that some people have. Some complaints reasonable, and some just downright they're not complaints, they're just nitpicking and quite n- not not that good. The first thing, the bad platforming, bad level design, and some people don't like the monkey bars, and for some reason, some of them find that the puzzles are hard or they don't have time to think the puzzles. Okay, so let's address the first thing, the platform, and the puzzles as well. Those are not even puzzles. If you think for 1 or 2 minutes, then they're done. It's not that hard. And the traversal are just put there so that the player has a moment of respite from the endless slaughter. And in my opinion, they're just great for exploration and fun. This is just nitpicking. I mean, the wall climbing and the dash feels like kind of natural. The guy can fucking rip apart demons with his bare hands, and you disagree on him being able to wall climb with his hands like the Hulk and dash like he's the god of lightning. I mean, in the old days, in Doom 1 and 2, he can outrun a rocket. So the addition of a dash, it's not that problematic in my opinion. It's quite good because it gives you more mobility. So that complaint can go outside the window, in my opinion. The level design. The level design is top notch, from the hellish, grim depictions of hell on earth to the literally hell, and then the ancient and mysterious Argent Nor world. So I don't understand what's so bad. I understand that the level design of 2016, the maps were more open-ended, but Doom Eternal is more linear and mirrors the first Doom games, like unlocking a part of the map using the necessary key required. So for me, that's not big of a deal. The next complaint: not enough ammo, health, or armor. Chainsaw has been nerfed, and some people want to play the game with just one weapon and not be punished for it. Okay, so the ammo and the health and the armor. Um, the chainsaw has been reworked, so now you can have one rechargeable tank, so you can use on the fodder enemy for ammo. The new fodder enemies, if you would like to think, they are living, walking ammo boxes. And if you master it, you quite literally have infinite ammo. Just leave the fodder alone in the big encounters, finish what demon gives you a problem, then go chainsaw a smaller demon, then come back and finish the job. I mean, it's not that hard. And the health and armor can be obtained by freezing and killing the enemies with the ice bomb and flame belching them at the same time to get armor. And the glory killing will give you health as well. With the new addition of the blood punch, you can use a rune to get more health by using the blood punch on the enemies. If you don't want to use the glory kills mechanics, there are many ways to get resources. You just need to look for them. And if you try to fight the game and don't follow the rules and the mechanics, you will get killed a lot. And it's completely normal. that the game will punish you if you refuse to play the way it was intended. The chainsaw is more useful and has a new mechanic than 2016. It's essential to your survival. After you use the last fuel tank, it will recharge after time the first fuel tank, so that you can use it on the further enemies to get back your ammo, giving you quite literally infinite ammo. The only downside I will give it is not being capable of holding more than 3 fuel tanks, which I hope it will be fixed in the future by adding a mod for the chainsaw that lets you stack up chainsaw fuel, but at the same time make fuel canisters scarce so that you want to really think about when you want to use that one instant kill. The extra life makes the game easy. The only thing that I can say about this is if it makes the game easy, don't use them. They they are put there if you're tired to go back to the checkpoint and start all over again, to spare you from the terrible loading screen from 2016, which in my opinion it was annoying and killed your momentum and rage for the demons, in my opinion. I mean, you can go back and still be angry, but the momentum is kind of lost. So yeah, the multiplayer is not good. I would say it's a breath of fresh air from the classic deathmatch that 2016 failed in the beginning and with the loadouts. I would say it's a welcome addition to the game. I understand that some people are sad and disappointed on this regard, but I, as many other, enjoy this multiplayer. It's fun, quick, and it requires you to think and understand the weapons. Understand what weapons are best for what encounter and what demons are best to team up against the Slayer. At first, I was like, wow, this multiplayer is in favor of the demons. But when you get a hand of the mechanics and the flow of the game, it will be like, should they bring back deathmatch? Yes and no. I understand the preference and from where people are coming from with this argument, but mostly I would say no. The 2016 multiplayer that released before the game, it wasn't received that well, so that's why it decided to make this one not the standard deathmatch that you will see in every other game. So yeah, but I will say this: if they bring back deathmatch, I would prefer and I would actually play if it's like the Quake Champions. Go around the arena, pick up the weapons. At the moment, I enjoy battle mode, and some people may resonate the same way. It's fun, quick, and challenging. I don't quite see the problem. Weapons are underpowered and they don't feel great. Hmm. The sound and the feel of the weapon in this game is hands down better than 2016. And where the super shotgun in 2016 can kill a Hell Knight in 3 shots, Lucifer's Bane kills it in 2. Each weapon is made to complement a role in the gameplay. You can't just go on with one weapon throughout the game. If you want that, then there's a cheat code for infinite ammo, but the downside is there can only be used in the replay missions. Yeah, there is an option, at least. The Marauders are bad and they need to be removed or nerfed. And to that I will say no. He's a great addition and will break the cycle of endless slaughter and make you think even more critical about the tactics that you will use to bring him down. He does not slow the game or break the pacing. He is a challenge. My personal favorite tactic is the grenade hitting him from behind and followed up by the detonation of the rocket launcher. And last but not least, Lucifer's Bane to the face. The only annoying thing about him, I will say, is that he is invincible to the Crucible, which is not okay in my opinion. Not, no, no, you cannot. But if you really want to still make him challenging, I would make this configuration to how the Crucible works on him. Okay, so use just one fuel for the Crucible to permanently destroy his shield. Then cut him down if you have fuel left. If not, then just kill him the old-fashioned way. I saw a video that showed in fact you can kill the Marauder with the Crucible, but you need to stun lock him for a big duration to do so.
Again, it's not an easy animation to get. You guys let me know if you can get this to go, but that wasn't easy. So we busted the myth. He can be killed. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to do a lot more of these, not only on dOoM, but on...
Oh, and if you get the Berserk cheat, you can just one-shot the smug bastard. So yeah, complaining about it will not make you a better player. Just try harder. You will get through it. Another complaint. The game is too colorful, looks like a cartoon, not enough action, not enough gore, and there are too many options and I cannot choose which one, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, so what they are saying that is it's too many options to choose, like the Predator tokens, the crystals, the mods, and it's all confusing for some. Oh god, oh shit. You play 2016, you know that they will add more. Do not act surprised, really. And too colorful. The color is made in such a way to easily spot the ammo type that you need, the encounter that you're having, or for the next encounter. And if you think this is cartoony and not enough action, not enough brutality, just play more of the game and you will see it. You're just nitpicking at this point. I mean, you mean this is cartoony and not enough action and violence? Seriously? Okay. The story is bad and all over the place. I don't like the cutscenes. I don't want them. The story is optional. Most of the story is found in the codex entries. And in the cutscenes, you are given the option to skip them. Unlike 2016, forcing you to watch the cutscenes. So, in that department, they have did a good thing in my eyes. Just like Ackman said, do your own research on the lore and story of the game in your time, not on the game's time. Just skip it if you don't want to see it and don't bother with it. Now, if you have come this far, this is my final thoughts and verdict about the game. I would like to hear your constructive criticism and points if you like to address about the game, or points that have been made and the responses that I have given. So, dOoM EtErNaL, in my opinion, is the best successor of dOoM 2016. A 10 out of 10 game in my eyes. The music, God tier. Mick Gordon doing God's work as always, and the only thing that I want from this game now is more. Bringing up the DLC for those that want to listen to my ideas. Okay, so the suggestions. A shoulder launcher. I would like the addition of a mini gauss cannon, like the one that Atlas are firing, but with a twist on them, so that they don't get too overpowered. They should be fuel based and just holding free charges of ammo, and ammo for it should be scarce, so that you don't need to rely on it too much. Think it as a free out of tight spot card. You're in the bad spot, you pop that, and you're free to kill again. If the respective demons die from the shot, they will give you health. If they don't die, they will give you armor. I should mention that a headshot, it will do critical damage, and for the bigger demons it will strip off their armor. In a lot of ways it will work like a buff blood punch with runes, in my opinion, but at a longer range. I can see it appear in the next DLC or the future DLC, in my opinion. It's kind of foreshadowing with the Atlas and their shoulder cannon on there. So yeah, another addition will be a power that I think that will be added in the game, being already hinted in the campaign. The Wolf Spirit. This power up will work like a one use per mission. You will get this power up from the start of each mission, and you can use it whenever you want. This will work exactly like the Marauder's Wolf. It will deal a reasonable amount of damage to a nearby enemy if you don't set it on someone. It will die if it will be hit with 2 heavy attacks. When he dies, it will release a shockwave that will kill the fallen enemies and rip half of the armor of the heavier enemies. And if the heavier enemies die, they will drop health. And of course, new mods for the weapon. I thought about adding new guns, but I would much prefer new mods for the already awesome weapons. The story aspect for the DLC, I will presume, is the continuation of the main story, with minor flashbacks from dOoM Guy's past, with some combat encounters and new enemies to face for us to rip and tear through them with our new powers and gadgets. So yeah, that will be my final thoughts on the game and for the future DLC. It's kind of foreshadowing for some gadgets and new powers that will come. I mean, the wolf and the mini gauss cannon, they are pretty on the nose in my opinion. So yeah, that's my final thoughts. See you around, guys.
My eternal thanks to you, sir! I left you a valuable map up near the sewer entrance. Good luck! Don't let the bastards keep you down!
Set him free, T.